Hello everybody, it's Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and in this video I'll be doing a brief unboxing and overview of the LG G4 for T-Mobile. This is the exclusive preview edition, and I would like to thank T-Mobile for sending this out to me. I really do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get started by taking a look at the packaging. Now this does say exclusive preview edition on it, but I'm pretty sure the actual retail packaging won't vary from this too much. I have taken a look at the LG G Flex 2, and the packaging looks fairly similar to this, although it does have different colors, but the shape and whatnot should be similar. On the back, it does list some of the specs. So we do have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 808 series processor, a 5.5-inch IPS quantum display, an 8 megapixel front-facing camera, 16 megapixel rear-facing camera, and in terms of LTE, this does support bands 2, 4, and 12. Now 12 is important for T-Mobile users, especially if you live in an area, well, only if you live in an area where they are deploying that low band spectrum, because it does offer noticeably improved indoor performance and signal strength. I do not live in a band 12 area, so I'm not able to test that, but band 2 and 4 have been just fine for me. And I did try to open this a little bit earlier, and it was actually pretty difficult to do so. So I'm going to have to probably cut the video apart just a little bit here. And just like that, the top can come off, or so I thought. There we go. So here is the device itself. This does feature a real leather back panel to it, and I'll give you a close-up of that right now. So here's what the leather looks like. We have some stitching that runs down the middle of it. There are some black markings in some spots, but they're relatively minor. Not sure if the final production units will be like that, but this is as close to the final model as we will get on both the hardware and the software side of things. And of course the back panel is removable, which reveals the micro SIM tray, or slot rather, as well as our micro SD card slots, and a compartment where the battery would go, which is located within the box. So let's go ahead and get to that in a moment. Here is the battery. It is, I believe, 2900, yep, 2900 milliamp hours. Here we have the micro USB cable for charging and syncing, and of course we have our wall adapter for charging. I don't believe this actually supports quick charging, which the phone itself does, but I don't think this puts out enough power to charge your device quickly like it's actually capable of doing. So let's go ahead and take the battery and pop it in. And it looks like it goes in this way, like so. And I'll just pop the back panel on. This does look like it supports wireless charging, because you can see the little wireless charging pad here on the inside of the back panel. Let's go ahead and snap everything back into place. There are several points of contact. And here is the front. I'll go ahead and take the plastic off. And we do have some strips of plastic around the edge here to keep that protected. I'll take that off later. Looks like there's also a screen protector installed, so that's kind of nice. So here is the front. Let's go ahead and turn it on, and while it's turning on, let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. Here again is the back. The buttons aren't on the side of the phone, but rather on the back, so we have our volume up and down, as well as our power/sleep wake button. In addition to our laser autofocus system right there, the 16 megapixel rear-facing camera, as well as our dual-tone LED flash. Speaker portion is in the bottom left. I would have preferred it being on the bottom, but that might have been a little bit difficult for a phone of this thinness. We have the micro USB port on the bottom, as well as our 3.5mm headset jack, both located on the bottom. At the top, it looks like we have an IR blaster and maybe a top microphone pinhole. And you can see that it is still booting up. And that essentially is about it for this video. Expect a full review of this in the coming weeks. And that is it with this video. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback about this or anything else, feel free to leave those down below in the comments area. But that is it with this video. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll talk to you all very soon.